What's up, folks? I'm Mel. That's the new Lego Masters Bricktacular champion, Corey. Man, that's a mouthful, but it's worth
It's worth it. You know what? You know, people. I already know what people are gonna say in the comments. Where your trophy at? Where your trophy at? It's nice that you won, but where the trophy at? Listen, the trophy is in the mail.
it.
It's the holiday season. Santa Claus got a lot of gifts to bring. He told me, he said, "Listen, man, that was right there. It's gonna take me some time to get it to you in Jersey." So he went ahead and he gave me this right here.
Okay, all right, all right.
So, and my sig fig from the show.
From the show, you get everybody six fig on that trophy.
I do, but I got an extra one just for me.
Just want to say something to you. I want to say something. 1986. 1986, the movie was Transformers. Hot Rod becomes Rodimus Prime. I knew you had potential. I knew you had potential, kid. I knew it. And I'm gonna lead. I want to lead off with this right here.
Oh man!
So for copyright purposes, I'm not gonna play the audio on this right here.
All right.
When you posted this, man, this took me back to, and all of us had gotten voted off of Lego Masters, right?
Yep.
And you invited us to do this project with you. That face right there. Now that face right there, I want you to hold on to that face right there. Matter of fact, let me see if I can pause it. That face right there. All right. So that face right there is telling me who, what, why, and how, right? Like, that's a face of unjust, right? And I say that is because that, you were right. When you want to show you had a lot left in the tank and it was cut short, right? And it seemed like once. And here's the thing, funny thing about Hollywood. Hollywood is that, don't call us, we'll call you. And some of the opportunities and stuff stop people and you've been to a lot of conventions and they're like, what are you doing next? What are you doing? And you stayed out in the community and everything like that. Now, I heard this quote. This is not my quote, right? This is not my quote, but I heard this quote, right? It says, sometimes God slows you down so that evil can pass through before you even get there
Mm,
for your protection.
mm, mm. That's deep. I believe that. I believe that. Man, I was a young Corey, man. I had the little Brook. Little Brook was growing. I didn't even have the locks. Yeah,
Right.
that face was a face of conviction and determination, man.
Hmm.
And,
Hmm.
for that, that challenge, we didn't win that challenge either. You
Nah,
know,
nah, nah.
we,
That's what I'm saying.
we didn't win that challenge.
We didn't.
That stuck in my craw for a little bit. You know,
Hmm.
but you know what, man? When the first Bricktacular special happened and you got on,
Hmm.
and I remember it was all about redemption, man. Your personal journey,
Yeah.
to get there, to get that bridge and crush it, and win that challenge. That was a major victory, man. I remember watching it at home, and I was like, got emotional because I was like, bruh, like that was one challenge that really that stayed with you for a long time, and for
Hmm.
you to and tackle it, man, that was awesome, man. And me, it was like I say, yo, guys, just please don't have any pinatas on set. I don't want to do no cut tab. I want to do none of that stuff, right? That's dead,
Right.
and I want to move on. But man, when I had my opportunity to get on,
Hmm.
like he was in my forefront, man. I was like, all right, I'm going in. I saw what Mel did, and I gotta duplicate that or do even better.
Hmm.
And then I saw Randall. Randall came in, and I was like, all right, he was very close, but he was just like scratching. He was
Right.
scratching. I was like, all right, I gotta go in. And the first challenge, I got my feet wet. I had to
Yeah.
get back to the mode of competing. Second challenge, I went back into the old Corey where I was doing too much. I was
Yeah.
overbuilding. I didn't have to overbuild. So
Right.
when some stuff got lost in translation, so I was like,
Mm.
all right, where's the balance? Third challenge in. I found a good balance because
Yeah,
I was,
you did. You did.
and then I was able to kind of play with the character and everything like that. But then that last challenge,
Yeah.
when the last challenge hit, all I could think about was my son, man. And I kept saying to myself, man, my son, he's gonna be old enough to watch this show one day.
Hmm.
And he asked that question, Dad, why you got all these Lego all over the place? And I'll be able to like, here, watch your father's journey from season one, Buddy vs. Christmas, Spectacular Spectrum.
Yeah. Yeah.
So the journey wasn't overnight, man. That was a
No.
5 year, man.
Yeah. Yeah. And with that, it comes it comes a lot of pain, man.
Yeah,
With winning, there's always the ultimate victory, but there's a lot of pain within that victory because like that's a 5 year journey, right? And whereas others others have Corey, others have given up the path. People
yeah,
have stepped off,
yeah,
and very few have continued on and seen the end of the road, right?
yeah.
And so where you know kudos to you for having the faith, bro, because like many people who have been broken, they never recover, bro. They never recover from that at all. And kudos to you for always being true to yourself and your neighbor and always being that good dude, man, because then now, being a good dude, now that you can reap the benefits of the reward of the work that you put in.
Yeah, absolutely.
Um, and ultimately I'm sitting there listening to Jamie's critique too, and he said something to me too, and one of the things is that I learned to be a hard working builder from that point on, right? You put in the work, so that your build could shine, right? You don't cut corners, you don't become a lazy builder, right?
Right.
And at a certain point, I think in that first season, I was the lazy builder, right? I was cutting the corners and stuff like that, right? And I think Jamie could see right through me. Whereas that when I came back, I stopped all the nonsense and I put in the hard work, and he saw that, and he saw the change in you, right? He saw the change in you as well, and for him and then sit up there and to critique your build in a positive way, that right there is more than the cup that you're about to receive.
That's right, man. And Randall also said this, I'm gonna say Randall because from the second version of this, I only spoke to Randall the most out of everybody because I kind of want to understand his perspective. He said, man, when he was on Lego Masters season two,
Mm-hmm.
he he had all the juice in the tank, he had all the knowledge and the know how, but he suffered an injury, and that injury that was like his downfall because then it led to him and Sarita, getting to the bottom two and getting eliminated. And for
Mm-hmm.
him, man, I had something to prove, and I wanted to prove that not only can I hang with the best, but I can beat Dave. So his mindset was to be a Lego designer, someone who would be worthy enough to go all the way to building, to be a designer, to design sets. He said, "Yo, I wanted to beat him." And
Yeah.
that's all I wanted to do. I didn't care about winning. I just want to show that I can beat your best
Right.
mindset. And I
Yeah.
remember saying that, man. I was like, man, if I ever get the opportunity, man, I'm nervous. I said to myself, I was like, man, if they ever decide to bring him back like a Lego designer, man, I hope to God it ain't Aaron. And then sure enough, I got all the stuff to go out to start filming. I saw the list of people that was going to be, and I was like, all right, I know him. All right, tacos. I know tacos, man. We good. We go back. And then
Right.
I saw Aaron. I was like, oh man.
How you think I felt? How you think I felt when I found out that Boone was coming? Boone called me because Boone wasn't gonna do it. He was like, "Nah, I think my trip is gonna be in the way. I can't do it." And then he called me like days later. Oh man, I see you there, bro. And I'm like, oh man, I thought I was gonna have an easy road, baby. As in the road guy, there's no way nobody's beating Boone. Nobody. Nobody's beating Boone. Like nobody.
That was man. Like I would say to myself, like, man, Aaron is because I knew Aaron before Lego Masters, before Lego, designer and stuff like that. Like we used to work together at Playwell. We used to do the after school programs. Like he worked in different areas, but we would briefly cross paths and stuff like that. I see him on the newsletter and all that stuff.
Right.
And man, this dude is like he is legit. Like he's been playing Lego his whole life, and he understands Lego to a degree that some of us don't have no idea. So we were going in like, man. And then when I saw who his partner was, I was like, oh man. I was like, he's a hard act to follow. He is a hard act to follow. And just watching him build and looking at stuff that just looks like a skeleton, and then like 30 minutes later, boom, 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 like that eagle.
That eagle was fire, bro. That eagle was crazy fire.
TV, the television has dumbed down how majestic that eagle looked. Like seeing that eagle in the gallery, I was like, bro. And the silhouette that it was putting on the ground, like we were looking at the silhouette. That's how good it was. We wasn't even looking at the build itself.
I wouldn't even be surprised if the Philadelphia Eagles try to commission that thing, man. That thing was that good, bro. And shout out to Holly for being an Eagles fan. I forgot she was from Philly, man. I forgot. I was young, but I didn't. When she was around and on 21 Jump Street, so I didn't really know exactly where she was from, but you did. But yeah, man, and here's what I like about that, man. I like about this season is because, Aaron, kind of, he kind of set the tone and he kind of dominated the scene a bit. Yeah, but at the same time, that final was anybody's game, right?
Yeah.
And going in that final, like, and I had asked you, right? I said, hey, do you feel that the game is moving faster? And you said, nah, I felt like I was moving too fast. And like, the first challenge, it seemed like you were getting, you were trying to get your feet wet. You was trying to get in there a little bit. And then the second challenge, maybe you stumbled a little bit. And here's one thing. I'm gonna tease you a little bit because I'm your boy. I got to. So you go out on the main one because of the pinata, the horse. But then you go back and build another horse, bro. Like, help me understand. I'm trying to figure it out, bro. I'm like, is he built? He ain't building what I think he building. Oh, he is building. Oh, you bold. Oh, I would have stayed away from that. Let's do something else. Like let's do a tiger, not a horse. Horse is a bad luck for me.
I said that too when we started pitching the idea. And she said seahorse, and I was like, oh god, not. And I was like, I can't. I was like, yo, I was like, you know what? I've been building nonstop. I've been growing as a builder, building mocks, building conditions, going to different places to do. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna go again at that seahorse. I'm gonna go again at that seahorse. Okay. And I did because it was the biggest build and everything. Like the judges, they loved it. The only thing it was too big.
Yeah.
And Lewis said something on the podcast because I was listening. He said what Corey built was he fit a 12-hour build. He tried to cram a 12-hour build in a 6-hour challenge.
Yes.
You do that, you're gonna there's certain areas that you could have had time to smooth over. And I was saying, man, I could have made it much more sleeker. I could have made it smaller. We did that. But I was just like, I was so gung ho with the story. Like, all right, this Leroy, the seahorse coming up. He has ice all over his body. He got his kids with him because seahorse kids. I was just thinking too much of the story, and I'm just like, I should have just focused on it. I said, dang, that horse again. But I'm gonna do it again if I ever get another opportunity to get on Lego. Crazy, man. We don't learn lessons that easily. Like we have good. We got to conquer something that we're having trouble with. So at least this time I ain't get eliminated. I ain't get eliminated by the seahorse. So that just means the next one I build, I got to knock that horse out the park. So I'm
So you literally got knocked off the horse, so you got back on it, huh?
right back on. I'm teaching the lesson to my students, man. You might get knocked down. You just got to get back up, get back on that horse.
Get back on that horse and ride. So let's go into the final build, man. Let's go into the final build. And I'm listening to you, I'm listening to your partner, and y'all sketching this thing out, the ideas and stuff like that. And your son, like your son, you wanted your son to be a part of this.
Yeah. I when my son was born, that was one of the greatest days of my life. I was there for everything, every step of the way. Me and my wife, we just we were told that she couldn't have kids,
Mhm.
because not a lot of people noticed, but my wife had stage 4 breast cancer,
Yeah.
and because of that, she had to do treatment. So the treatment kind of suppresses all of her functions to have kids.
Mhm.
So during her recovery, and what do you call it? She was in basically she doesn't have cancer anymore.
Yeah, she was in remission. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah. So while she's in remission, she still does her maintenance. So she has to go for maintenance treatment.
yeah.
So they told her like, hey, you can't have kids. So got pregnant, and she was like, all right, well, what can we do? Doctors pretty much said, yo, if I was you, I would abort. Straight up. That's what he said. He said
Mhm.
because you don't know how this could affect the baby. You don't know if you can even have the baby, all that stuff. But you said it earlier, faith. Me and her, we have faith.
Yeah,
So we had that faith. We went through perfect pregnancy. He came through. It was great, you know.
yeah,
So
yeah,
for me to be back on the show, and knowing that I have a son, I'm like, one of these challenges, I have to put my son in.
yeah.
And in a way, if you kind of looked at the 4 challenges,
Mhm.
challenge was me working, sell this house. So it was
Mhm.
me, provider. The second challenge was a father from the Caribbean, which is me,
Mhm.
that taking his children with him on this journey.
Right,
Third challenge was my son getting into shenanigans as the rascal elf.
right, right.
Fourth challenge was everything coming together, where my son is the hero. Now the father can step back and watch his son be the hero. So that was my whole mentality as I was building. I was telling these stories. So when that fourth challenge came to be, I knew I had it. I said nobody here has the same conviction that I have, the same passion that I have, and the same drive and motivation. You know, um, the Avengers, the
Mhm.
first Avengers movie, when Loki was talking to Iron Man, he said, he said, yo, you lack conviction. No, sorry, I messed that up. It was Olsen. Olsen was talking to Loki. He said, yo, you're gonna lose. He was like, how you saying like your fortress is falling from the sky, you guys are losing, you lost your big guns. He's like, you lack conviction. And because you lack conviction, you're gonna lose. So for me, that was my whole mentality. I flipped it and I was like, because I had that conviction, I can't lose. And
Right.
that new challenge, I couldn't lose that challenge. So you only need one challenge. Like you can do good the other 3 challenges, but you need that one challenge.
That
And that
one.
challenge, that's the game
And
winner, man.
I said that on Talk Bricks, man. I said it to Michael, and I hope Michael don't think we talked before because you didn't tell me anything, and I love that you didn't tell me anything because it was like opening up a gift on Christmas Day,
Yeah,
and and he asked me, hey, we asked on Talk Bricks, who do you got? Who do you got? But it's so easy to go with the Lego design. Yo, you're Aaron, and I'm like, nah, 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 nah. I'm gonna go for the least unexpected. I'm gonna go for the least unexpected. The unexpected person to win this challenge would be, and I'm picking Corey and Sophia because not because the dude's my boy, but you don't expect him to win, and you know what? He gonna prove you wrong.
yeah,
and
yeah.
and and when they named y'all, man, oh man, like man, I felt like I was back on that floor
Hmm.
and dropping to my knees because that's the first time. like just like with you and me, we were never top two.
Never,
Never top two.
never top two.
And when you hear your name for the first time,
Mm-hmm.
not just in the top two, but as the winner of that challenge,
Bro, you know,
it brings you to your knees, man. And like I said, that watching that show, came with a lot of pain, man. Because when we were on that show, man, I felt like Lego Masters didn't see us. Like that's how I felt. Like they didn't see us. Um,
two bodies, just
yeah,
bodies filling up the screen.
yeah,
I even
and
told my, I said, bro, we're not gonna make it. Like there's some builders here that's been building for years. So I said,
yeah,
man, anything we could do is make a name for ourselves, man. Let's
yeah,
just shine bright. Let's just see how far we can take it.
yeah.
Yeah.
And but and with that said, man, you know, you know, nothing's ever given. Like, and I don't want you to feel like, oh, they gave this to me because they felt sorry for me. Nah, bro. They gave you this shot because you earned it. You took this shot and you took it all the way to the top, and now you're the champion. And I want you to remember. I want you to remember this quote. And I saw this quote after looking at this Lego Masters, Bricktacular, and looking at everything. I had sat down and I found this quote, and I'll say it again. Sometimes God slows you down so that the evil can pass through
Mm,
for your own protection, bro.
mm.
You know,
What more can be said, man? What more
yeah.
can? Hopefully, the next time we're here together, you'll see it in the background. I'm
Oh
ready
yeah.
make I'm ready to make some space for it. So
He's gonna be.
yeah,
Make some space for it. Yeah, but get rid of the boxes, bro.
yeah,
Yeah.
don't need them no more. Got me a trophy in the back. Okay, we know Lego builds things that are very, very small, handheld at times.
Mhm.
What if I told you that there's this guy that said, you know what? I'm a little too big for some of these handheld cars. I'm gonna go ahead and make me a life size car. Man, let me tell you about this guy, man. I gotta say the name right. Let me say it myself. Mantis Robot. Mantis Robot went ahead and 3D printed a Lego go-kart.
Mhm.
Gears, pulleys, rack gears, belt. Like I'm looking at this thing. Bushing. It's a Technic. It's literally a Technic go-kart. And
Okay.
picking up some speed. He got some speed on it too.
Okay.
This is this is insanity. He got some good torque. He's over here drifting. Let's this is crazy because 3D printing is becoming such a big deal now
Mhm.
that Lego people or people who love Lego are saying, man, listen, Lego, you're not making this in the color I want. I'm going to 3D print it. This
Okay.
guy said, listen, I want to drive a go-kart that's a Lego. I'm going to go ahead and 3D print it, man. Do you think he's crazy or is he on to something new?
In the words of Megatron, why throw your life away so recklessly? Look, I don't know if you are familiar with 3D printing or ever felt 3D printing. And ultimately it's a spindle of plastic that is melted into whatever object or shape that you're trying to achieve, right?
Mhm.
But eventually it's a band of string, right? So like I would feel more comfortable if Lego had molded these shapes and then I could put them together to make that go-kart. But I don't feel safe about getting into something that's 3D printed because ultimately that thing will crush real quickly. And as you can see on that clip, he had some problems. He had a few problems, and if you strap a real motor to the back of that, which he did, and he was drifting and doing all that crazy stuff, is why throw your life away so recklessly?
But here's the thing, man. Isn't that like where we're going? Like Lego building is fun and all, but we're getting to a point where it's like, yeah, this is fun, but what if I can drive this? What if I can fly this?
Mm-hmm.
All we need is for someone to build, the minifig jetpacks you put around the neck, the old school joints. All we need is somebody to go ahead and construct that and achieve some lift. That might be the new way of us to get around, man.
Oh,
I
so
said,
you would sit down, 3D print your own jetpack and then go take off. You saying?
listen, man, I done run a trophy.
You ready to jump off a mountain?
Listen, I'm gonna be on this train for a while, so you better get off because that's
Corey ready to risk it all, baby. Yeah, man. He and I say that because like working at the club, they had a 3D printer and 3D printed some stuff. And so it looks a little sketchy to me. Like, yeah, and not to put the cart before the horse, but we'll talk a little bit more about 3D printing. But it's just not strong enough for me to put my weight, my 200 pounds on to be drifting, and I'm sure it was fun. I'm sure it was fun. But if you turn that cart the wrong way on a spin, it's good night, Alice.
But I hear you. But again, like Lego clutch power, if he's able to 3D print that clutch power, he good, right?
You can't print the clutch power, man. It's got to be molded. You know that. All right, Mr. Clutch. Since you talking about clutch power, imposter Lego, which you're 3D printing, right? Imposter Lego, you have We Brick and you have Fun Hole, right? Fun Hole, if you're not savvy to that, they made that new fantastic cyberpunk build modular, right? That maybe Lego probably should have made and it would have looked great. Um, and then We Brick also makes like a lot of Lego style bricks, but it just don't have the Lego logo on them. Lepin did that, and it got sued, and it was a big sting. Remember that they had sweatshops, and the SWAT team was going in the sweatshops, busting these sweatshops. You remember that?
Lego was the one who set that all up.
Yeah. So now you got We Brick coming in and Fun Hole. How long you think they're gonna be around?
Oh man, that's hard because a lot more people nowadays are finding that Lego is a little bit outside of their price point. And some of these parents, they jump on what do you call it? They jump on oh man, what's it? Or Amazon, and they run into Amazon and they'll just find the first thing that looks like a Lego set. And they'll just pick that up, for their kids. So I mean, honestly, Lego just needs to continue to work on their price point because these sets are looking very attractive. Some of them already coming with the light up kit, and you're looking at it, you're like, I love Lego, but man, that Cyberpunk set, I just looked at it. That Cyberpunk set is fresh.
It is.
Everything
It is.
Neuroshima, that joint, that big joint, that's
Yeah. But that's
on.
Lego, bro. That's a group of Lego people that was able to use Lego pieces, minus the lights, right? Minus the lights,
Yeah,
and create a work of art, like
mm-hmm.
a big time work of art. Like it looked like you were immersed in the city with Nushima, right? And
Lego,
using Lego pieces, but you have these companies that are capitalizing on that, like,
yeah,
and they're making these sets that are basically, I want to say, like with Fun Hope, they're making people's mocks. Like, so you
yeah.
you you make a mock, and they see a picture of your mock, and then they make a set out of it, right? And then
It
they
might,
sell it, and it's Lego form. It's Lego. It's like Lego pieces, but it's not made by Lego, and it's not brand. Doesn't have the Lego brand on them.
right. There's another one too. I know we didn't add this to the segment, but Brickcraft.
Mm-hmm.
Craft is another one. They're in Walmart.
Yeah,
So
Brickcraft, yeah.
how many people can get to a Lego store versus how many people can get to a Walmart? And thing is like Walmart. They have their Lego section. They have all the Lego stuff, and then if you walk a little further to the end of the section, you start seeing the
Mhm.
brick stuff, and you're like, oh, this looks like Lego, and it's cheap. Then I'm gonna look at the logo. Oh, this looks like Lego. You just gonna
Right.
put it, and they'll pass by all the Lego stuff. So I mean, there's nothing better than the original. Let's be clear. There's
Oh
nothing
yeah.
better. Lego is perfect for what they do. There's a lot of imitators, a lot of imposters, but they're not the original. So the original just needs to make sure that their price point able to drive these little companies out of business. That's the only way they're gonna beat them.
That's true, friend. That's true. Um, yeah, I knew that wasn't the end of Lepin. You know, you get rid of Lepin, somebody else takes his place, and you cut that head off, else, and somebody else. Um, but you know, with We Brick, and I hate they keep using their name on this channel here because you kind of promote it. But they are all over Instagram, and I feel like they're gaining traction with the AFOL community. Now, that could be a little bit dangerous, but here's the thing: is that I don't see them standing the test of time. Lego's been around forever, and they send the wise men to your house, and they send you letters to cease and desist. So it gets tricky, or these young kids say it's getting kind of sticky in here. You better get a mop.
Oh yeah. Oh man. All right. Next. Oh my goodness. Listen. Earlier this year, we talked about this dude in his garage, his basement. He had like thousands of dollars of Lego sets.
Hmm.
Craziness. Two brothers from Fort Worth, Texas, said, "You know what? Hold my beer. Or matter of fact, hold my 40. We gonna show y'all how to get this money." So I'm gonna read this. This is coming from Dallas, Texas TV. Two
Okay.
North Texas men have been arrested in their involvement in stealing more than $400,000 worth of Lego sets. Let me say that again. $400,000 worth of Lego sets. Listen, man. I so if you guys notice, my background has changed drastically. I used to have a wall of Lego sets, and I have let me let y'all know I got receipts. I got receipts. Listen, let me see if I can I. Oh, look, listen to me. I got receipts. All right. So let's be clear. Let's be clear. I got receipts. I have a lot of Lego sets. If I was to put a value on those Lego sets, it's in the thousands. So for you to say we're gonna go ahead and steal $400,000 worth of Lego sets. I was mad when I read who did it. I'm like, man, y'all could have. That's two chains. That's two chains for the jewelers from
I'm
Jacob
gonna,
Jewelers.
I'm gonna tell you, man. Black people in on the scheme too, bro. So I'm gonna say what you don't say, man. We keep your just the Lego Master Champion. Uh, Black people in on the scheme too. Like we in on the scheme. We are, we're for it. So yeah, it says right here, Brian Fleming and Ladarian Anderson, both 31 from Lancaster, PA. That is, says were arrested in their role for allegedly organized crime ring involving 400 G's in stolen Lego sets. Says investigation says that men and co-conspirators would buy cheap items from the store and then alter receipts to make it look like they bought the expensive ones, right? So someone would then go back and grab the expensive sets and walk back out, and if they were stopped, they would show the alleged receipt. The thefts occurred across Texas, Oklahoma, Florida, and Pennsylvania. So my thing is this: why is all of these thefts occurring? Why is this happening to the Lego? Like why all of a sudden there's an interest that is sparked in Lego? Why?
I feel that people are starting to wise up to how expensive Lego is. Remember earlier this year or last year, that dude that drove his vehicle into the bricks and minifigs
Yeah,
and didn't steal all the sets, only stole certain sets.
right.
It's because people, they've been home because of the pandemic. They ain't got nothing else to do. So
Hmm.
they're looking at ways how we can make money quick. And then they start looking at Lego. Wait a minute, Lego. My kid plays with Lego. I used to play with. They type in a Lego set
Hmm.
that's $7 on like eBay. Wait a minute, I saw this set at a store. Yo, let's just run. Let's take this van and let's just run in there and just grab it. Who gonna stop us? So retail theft is up as well. But
Right.
the fact that they went from Texas to Oklahoma to Florida to Pennsylvania and not got caught. I mean, I don't want to say that I'm almost impressed because that's almost foolproof to go
Yeah.
in that. And I bet you anything, they did all that at a Walmart. I guarantee you, they did all that at a Walmart. No, don't listen. They look at the receipts. They're not looking at those items. If you come through, you got 20 things. You're like 20. This looks like 20. All right, we good. So, brothers,
This doesn't. It's a wonder because this doesn't happen to like vintage Transformers, GI Joes. It doesn't happen to the Star Wars. It doesn't happen. It doesn't happen to the Star Wars figs. It doesn't happen to any of Marvel figs and stuff like that. And those are collector items.
yeah.
You know, this is almost having and I go way back. There was an article probably in Blocks magazine about investing, right? And they were talking about like it's better to invest in Lego than it is in gold. Like at, I think we're at, I could say it's safe to say that I think we're at the point now where Lego is gold on the shelf because you got to figure like they're busting these theft rings and it's by the hundreds of thousands, Corey, like the hundreds of thousands,
Hmm.
you know, and so at that point you have this gold that is on the shelf in retail stores.
Hmm.
You have gold behind you. I have gold behind me. I'm scared, you know, people might bust in my house and take my stuff.
I mean, listen, it's getting to the point where I know there's some Targets that put all the Lego stuff behind glass casing. I know some Walmarts that's starting to do that now too.
Mm.
They'll have other toys. You can steal those toys. We don't care about that. But they got all the Lego stuff behind glass casing. And I guarantee you, in this coming year, I bet you any retail store that you go to that sells Lego is going to
Mm.
be behind glass casing because people are wising up. I mean, you take this box, you get it for free, you sell it for $1,000 online. Listen, that's
Right.
$1,000 profit. Why stop?
Yeah, why stop? Yeah, yeah. I don't know. All
Lego,
right.
you got a job to do in the U.S. Come out here and do it.
Lego, if you ever needed a a a Lego investigator, you know, I got a law enforcement background. You know, I'll be a part of the team. I would love to be a part of the team.
That's it.
Self promotion is everything, friend. All right, next up. Have you ever seen this oversized Lego Star Wars X-Wing? I know a guy. The guy's in my lug, friend.
Mm,
And his IG handle is Legos are totally for adults. He's part of the Charm City Lug, which is based out of Maryland. Charm City, of course, is Baltimore, but our lug is in Baltimore. But it's based out of Maryland. His name's Kevin Dark. He is building an X-wing, my friend. Not just the one that you get off the shelf, a little tiny one. Not a UCS bigger than a UCS one. This one, I would say, is probably it's gonna be actual size of a plane, bro.
mm.
Like a small one, a small plane. Like maybe I'm exaggerating that. It's the size of a probably an RC plane.
Okay.
which is still pretty big, right? And I'll show some pictures of it. He's
Very nice.
yeah, it's looking pretty good, friend. It's a lot, but here's the thing. I don't know how he's putting this thing together, friend. But I'm sure that it's going to come a point where he's not going to have enough house. That's how big this thing is, and he's showing. Looks like he's showing one wing with the jet engine in it, and it's from that side of the room to that side of the room.
That's crazy. But here's the thing, man. And I know your lug member, you want to support him. I hate to bust his bubble. But in May of 2013, Lego done did that. And they did it in Times Square. They did a massive Lego X-Wing in Times Square, 5.3 million pieces.
Okay.
So tell your boy, if he wants to come for the crown,
Mm-hmm.
he gotta build that X-Wing and make sure there's 5 million. Hold on, let me give the exact number that he has to beat. 5,300,335
Mm-hmm.
201 piece.
Okay. All right.
A piece.
So did they have a team or was it one person that built that?
That part I can't answer.
I'm answer for you. It's always a team. It's never one person. Plus, they probably have an armature on that one, right?
Oh, yeah,
they
absolutely.
probably have an armature, and they had a CAD system too, which he's probably using a CAD system, right? He's an engineer right there, but he ain't got no armature, and it's just him. He don't have a team.
Wow. Now, my question is too, because I'm looking at the wing, and the wing has a little gap in between. It has a little space. Is that going to open up? Because if it don't open up, ain't no X-Wing.
Yeah, it looks to me, because he's got the double wings on it, so it looks to me that it will open up. And you see that if you look a little bit closer, he's got the slot right down there where right in front of the jet. You see it?
Yeah, I see that.
So that it's functional, bro. In other words. And I get on him because I'm like, man, look, you started off on this X-Wing and then you stopped posting it. Nobody knows what you're doing. So then he posted these pictures we're looking at now. And it's amazing, man. Like, this will keep you busy for like a year or two.
A year or two, yeah. And I wonder if you know the answer. Is he looking to bring this to any shows?
I don't know. I'm gonna ask him at the next lug meeting. But Kevin will build something just for his enjoyment. He don't build it for the clicks or the awards and stuff like that. Something like this, he's happy to build and have it in the confines of his home, and then take his pictures and take it apart. Yeah. And how I know that is that one time he built, and I'll put his information. It's his IG is Legos, and he put Legos with an S. I don't know why. I guess he's quirky like that. But he put Legos are totally for adults, right?
Yeah.
That's his handle. He built this, I don't know, I would say about a 6 foot, 5 foot tall lighthouse. And with the waves at the bottom of the lighthouse, and the waves were like 1x1 plates or 1x2 plates, and they were wavy, bro. And it looked so awesome. He took it to a show, won an award, took another one, won an award, and that was enough for him. He took it apart. Something like that with me and you, that thing is living with us. It's in my, forget, for me, if I had that thing, if I had that lighthouse, forget a 58, 60-inch TV. Hey, come in my house. Come look at my lighthouse.
Watch my lighthouse for about 3
We'll eat cheese and crackers and drink wine, and we'll sit here. I light the fire, and we can sit here and you can look at my lighthouse right here. Forget the TV.
Ain't nothing on TV nowadays, well, except for Lego Masters Holiday Bricktacular Celebrity Special. That is not on TV anymore, but you can still watch it on Hulu anytime you want. So
you can always shout out the champion Corey Sams on Instagram, champion.
I got to change everything on my Instagram, man. I gotta change everything. Now this one is a blast from the past. Now you know we're all about nostalgia, right? As Lego designers, as Lego builders, Lego champions. I told you, man, you got to ride this train with me, man. You got to ride this train.
I'm on. I'm on the board.
We love nostalgia. Now they did a couple of spaceships before last year, right? Did a couple of nostalgia joints, really cool. Now we're stepping into some of the favorites. So what we have coming up very soon, January 1, New Year's,
Hmm.
Tron, Black Tron. So the Lego Space Black Tron returns in 2025 to release the Black Tron Renegade 10 3 sorry 10,355. That's the name of the set. The Blacktron Renegade. Now, this is coming out, and the price point on this is decent. It's about $100. About $100. I mean, we listen. I'm going to read a little insert. I'm sure this set will be nostalgic for AFOLs and new experiences to our future AFOLs, said the senior designer Jane Wong Lee when he unveiled the set. Blacktron was introduced in 1987 and was my favorite. And I'm really honored to rebuild this design. So again, Lego is doing something that I feel they should have been doing for the longest time, and I'm glad they're doing it. They are being Lego designers who are always big fans of Lego as kids, and not just toy designers that see the, just coming in as, all right, well, this is my new project. I'm just gonna build and design for Lego. You're bringing people who grew up with the brand, know the brand, and now is designing the brand. So I think that it is perfect to have someone who's been a fan of Blacktron. And me, I'm an M-Tron. I'm an M-Tron guy. I didn't really like Blacktron when I was a kid. I like the M-Tron. That's my. So M-Tron, come on, Lego, let's get it together. Let's make me an M-Tron. Let's do it. But Blacktron was one of the most popular all of the space in like the space line and everything like that. So the fact that they're bringing this back is a win for me. What say you?
Yeah, I think I'm with you, man. I think that they should have done this long time ago, so they're making up for it, right? And I like that. Like you make the new sets and you do a little retro, right? And that way you cover everybody because now Lego your fan base has broadened. You got the Lego enthusiasts that have been down there with you from day one, and then you got the new people, right? So you're making this new stuff for the new people, and you don't forget about the people that have been down with you since 1987, and you bring back some retro. Hey, this is for being loyal, right? So I can see that you're probably going to get that M-Tron probably next year or something up because they're going to reach back in the vault and reprise something, right? Do those one-offs, right?
Yeah,
I don't see I don't see them making a full line of this, and I'll be surprised. I'll be surprised if they do. I've eaten crow before. I'll eat it again if they do. But I see that they do these one-offs, like these retro one-offs. We'll go back in time and we'll reprise a set, and because I think that the GWP Blacktron had skyrocketed. And here's the thing: I got two of those things. I haven't even opened those GWPs yet.
mm-hmm.
They sitting on the box. I want to, but now I'm gonna hold on to them babies because I got gold on the shelf.
Exactly. Lego brought out the Galaxy Explorer.
Hmm.
So to celebrate their 90-year with like 90 years of Lego, they brought back one of the most popular, the Galaxy. They didn't expand that, and that that one set was that one off. They didn't come out with like other sets to go with it. So I think you're definitely right about that. That's probably going to just be a one off. But we only need a one off because you know we had that already. Give us some nostalgia, but don't give us too much nostalgia because
Right, that's true.
I'll say you're welcome. So
But here's the thing: is that it's with the nostalgia piece, you have so much on a palette. You got so much on a palette that you do a little bit of this, do a little bit of that. They did a little bit of castle. You do a little bit of retro space, that
Yeah.
classic space, I should say, and so much to go around to dibble and dabble in, right? So they don't have to just stick with Blacktron, and that's a whole full line, right? You can make a line of retro sets to go back and grab different themes.
Right. Exactly. And I think this is a big win for Lego, to be honest with you, because Lego is starting to bring in a lot of new faces, I should say.
Hmm.
We'll have to give something to the old faces as well. And I think popular one, bring them back. It's a smart move.
Oh, definitely, definitely. All right. Rumors are out. And this is speculation. This is speculation. Which it gets speculations and rumors gets a little dicey. Nothing's official. Nothing's official. Nothing's official. But the scuttlebutt is that we might see a Death Star. We might. I don't know. I can't say for certain because I honestly, being a layman, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. And I'm not jerking your chain. I'm not saying anything. I haven't seen anything. I haven't seen anything. And so, to me, unless the people up on top of the hill say it's official and they give me the word that it's official, to me, it's not official. So, but that's not stopping the A falls and the social media around us from talking about it. Right? There's a few leaks somewhere. I haven't seen images, but I see a lot of words thrown around, and they're saying that the UCS Death Star is back in town.
You know, they came out with that AT-AT. They brought that out, and that was like $800, like something
Mhm.
like. I think Death Star is up for a re-release. I mean, the last Death Star that came out was. Let me see. I'm gonna look that up. You know how we are here. We don't want to just say whatever. We want to make sure that we're accurate.
Yeah,
So,
make sure you're accurate. Yeah.
so I'm gonna type in Death Star Lego, but it doesn't tell me the year that it came out.
Hmm.
But I know it came out a long time ago because it's retired. So that's all I can really say. I can review real quick. Uh, yeah, this review is from 2018.
Okay.
So this one's from 2016. So I'm listen. I'm going to take a shot at the dark. I'm going to say that this bad boy came out in 2016. Maybe something to the tune. I mean, comment in the comments below. Please let us know if it was 2016 or are you saying Corey, you letting this you need to get back to earth. I don't know. I don't know. I'm trying. But look, that came out a long time ago, right?
Uh-huh.
If that came out a long time ago, to be honest with you, I think it's time for a new one to come out. And if they do bring a new one out, I don't want it to look like the ones that they had come out because the ones they came out, it was telling a story inside of it. I mean, it's cool and all, but you know what? I want that big, moon looking Death Star. That's what I
Hmm.
want. I want to see that joint. I want to see you guys take the globe idea and expand that joint to something huge. That's what I want to see. So, they're able to do something like that. Listen, I'm in
All right, let's see here.
because that's not I'm sorry, that's just I'll
Yeah,
never.
I'm with you, man. I'm with you. So, the I'm cheating here, so I'm actually looking on the website. So, the last set that I think that was the set number 75159. It was 4,016 pieces.
Mhm.
Um, doesn't tell you what year. I was looking through it. It doesn't. Yeah, it doesn't tell you what year. Um, but I'm with you. I wouldn't mind seeing. And here's the thing, right? Is that I'm gonna tell you that there's a lot of Lego Star Wars enthusiasts that would tell you no real quick. Like, no, I don't want to see this. Give me something else. Give me something new. I got this already, right?
Right, right.
Um, and there's a half dozen in one hand and six in the other, right? And
Hmm.
so, Lego, if Lego were to do it, they're gonna do it anyway, right? But
Right.
I would rather see. I'm with you. I would rather see a Death Star, not with all of these scenes, iconic scenes. And if you put them, if you put the iconic scenes in the Death Star, fine. But I need a full cover up. Like I need the full cover up. Like these cutaways and stuff like that kind of takes away from it being a Death Star, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I would rather have the full cover up model of this thing, and maybe a couple iconic scenes. You don't have to fill the whole thing up with iconic scenes.
Right.
But it should sit on a stand somewhere. Like they make these UCS stands, so it should sit on a stand somewhere like that. Um, and have the 2020 minifigures and all that, right? 23 minifigures that comes with it. That would be a plus. And then also maybe like Lord Vader's tie advance, so you can get your swoosh ability on too, right? Um, just don't drop it like my man Ned in Spider-Man Home. Was it Homecoming? I think.
Oh, yeah, in his hand, just dropped it.
Right.
Boom.
They
Bro.
dropped it, right? Boom, right on the floor. Just don't drop it. But the thing about it is that when you say UCS, Death Star, and Star Wars, that ultimately comes with a lot of money. Now that Millennium Falcon, right,
Mm-hmm.
was almost about a G. What do you think this Death Star is going to be?
Honestly, if they do a Death Star like that and they have it fully enclosed and make it big, I'm looking for it to be close to the Eiffel Tower price, like $1,100, $1,200.
Mm-hmm.
You know what? I feel like if they go with that, they're gonna bring that out in May the 4th.
Mm-hmm.
They know you're gonna get people buying that like crazy.
Mm-hmm.
They did the trench. Like they had one of the little mini builds. They had the trench where Luke Skywalker was in the X-wing in the trench and everything like
Yes.
that. And behind them, they would have to make it big enough for that scene to fit in it.
Mm-hmm.
If they don't build it that big, then I feel like the fans are going to reject it because they're like, well, why am I going to spend this much money when I could go ahead and just buy the original one for half that price?
Yeah, true. I mean, even the original one now is retired, but and the price has gone up on the original, especially if you got sealed. I think I seen something crazy one time. Somebody framed a sealed box, and they wanted like 10 grand for it, something like that. Like it was crazy because it was framed.
Wow.
So yeah, that's why we have all these Lego heists and people going GTA with Lego. It ain't the Lego, it ain't the brick, it's the people, right? It's the people, Corey. It's the
Yeah.
people that make other people crazy, that make this whole thing that like a plastic toy seem like gold, and then you got all these heists and thefts and all this crazy stuff that's happening. It's the people. It's not the brick, it's the people.
It's the people. Absolutely. So what no, I was gonna say Marv from Home Alone, but he said, he's a kid and kids are stupid. Thieves are stupid. So they're gonna steal anything.
Still anything, right? Still anything, and that's just it. Just and I said it before, man. Thanks for just being a good dude, man. You know what I mean? Because like good dudes, and they say like, nice guys finish last, right?
Yeah,
And you did everything the right way to get where you need to be today.
I tried, man. Yeah,
Yeah. I know it seemed like it wasn't coming soon enough, but like at that quote I gave you, man, everything happened to get you here. Like it was a lot of stuff that you probably was shielded from,
right.
that you just didn't know about, because you were shielded from, you were protected from it to get you here.
I believe that too, man. And at the end of the day, like I hope that my time on the show and what I was able to accomplish would just be the beginning. I would love to see a team from the regular season make it all the way to the finale and win it. I would love to see a team do, what Crystal and Michelle did and either go to Australia, or if we do something like go against the world. And I would love to see us in the conversation
Mm-hmm.
of not like, all right, you guys are here because you're black, and we're just trying to fill a DEI role or something like that. I want
Right.
people to be able to look and be like, these are the best of the best builders in America, and it just so happens that this guy is black, this one is gay, this one is Chinese, this one is American or Caucasian, white, whatever.
Right.
Like I hope this just kind of gives people hope again in the possibilities. So
Mhm.
that's what it is.
And here's what it is that I kind of mentioned it when we were on season one, is that I'm here going through this because I got a little boy back at home watching me, and he watching this show. You got a little boy watching you, and they watching this show, and they want to see that they can do the same thing that you do. Is that opportunity open for them? Like, a little boy might want to be on TV and don't think they could be on TV until they see you and say, "Wait a minute, that guy looks just like me.
Mm-hmm.
If he could do it, I could do it." And those are dreams, man. Those are dreams, and that's the future, man. The future is our kids and
Yeah,
dreams, man. Like, you live in a dream, and your dream will be seen by your son.
right, right, absolutely. And I see him right here trying to go to sleep, but he's always everywhere I go. He's like my little shadow. He's always watching what I'm doing. If he sees Lego, he's playing with the Lego. He puts it back. So it's like, these little things. My father. I knew my father. I know my father.
Hmm.
And he's alive today. He's 81,
Hmm.
and he's been with me my whole life, every step of the way. Everything I learned, everything that I do, learned from him. He came from nothing.
Hmm.
He came from this country from nothing. No nickels to rub together, nothing. He was able to supply and to provide for our family. And now that I have my own family, I'm blessed with the opportunity to do something even greater than him.
Hmm.
And for my son, when he gets of age, he's going to do something even greater than what I was able to do. And that's how we continue to grow as as a community, as a people, and we just continue to elevate. And that's our job, man. We're setting up the next generation, man.
Yeah. Oh yeah. 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 Indeed. Indeed. So what's next for you, champ?
I'm gonna take a nice break. For those who not to end on a somber note, but I promise I'm gonna pick it up at the end. Um, my older sister passed away a couple weeks ago, right before the first episode aired, which
Hmm.
kind of was a punch because I was really looking forward for her to watch it. You know.
Hmm.
So the funeral is this Sunday. So we're gonna send her off right. We're gonna celebrate her life, and then after that I'm going to Great Wolf Lodge with my
Hmm.
family, son, my wife. Um, we're gonna be there for Christmas, and I'm gonna have a chance to just kind of have fun, kick back, and just have fun. With
Yeah.
my son, everything like that. And then, 2025, man, I'm back on the grind, man. So take a 2 week break. I think I deserved it, and then go right back to it. Go right
Yeah.
back to it. Kino coming up in October in Montreal. So
Okay.
that's
Okay.
really cool. Definitely really cool. And I knew some opportunities are going to be lying and waiting. So me, on to the next one, man.
Oh yeah, man. Oh yeah. Yeah.
No,
Definitely, man. Definitely. Definitely, man. I need a picture of you hoisting the cup up, man. I'm trying to recall watching the show the other night, and they didn't show you touching the cup, man.
no, they got me
They got you.
right at the end, right at the end. You
Let
caught
me
us.
go back and watch that thing, man. It must have been all the tears in my eyes or something, man. Because I,
We put them to send me that picture, man. You know when they send that picture, I'm gonna have it everywhere.
yes, that's what I want, man. That's what I want to see. I want a picture of my boy holding the cup, man.
Yeah, man, we made it, man. This
Yeah,
was a long time coming, man. We
yeah,
made it. We won. We were the ones who started it, and I'm just humbled that I was given the opportunity to, go for the jugular, and I was able to hit it. So
yeah. Right there on time at the right. You made the right bill at the right time. And that's what counts, man. And thanks for hanging in, man. Thanks for not quitting, because a lot of people would have stepped away. A lot of people have stepped away.
Exactly.
And thanks for not stepping away.
Yeah, man. We made a pact, man. Like, you know, ever since the Black Panther set, man, we made it a mission to make sure that we're still here, that we're present, that we call it for what it is, and that we get the next generation ready to go. So, yeah, I'm not walking away from this, man. This is my life now, man.
All right, yeah, man. So we got these rewards, and now it's time to pay the dues, man. So now we got to be out in the community paying the dues. Yep.
Yeah. And if anybody have a problem with that, you can push down my trophy when it gets it.
You know, it's the ice trophy, man. You know, I'm a little jelly, man, because you know it's the ice trophy. I'm the iceberg, man. You know, I'm gonna have to beg to be back on the show, man. Try to get another shot, but my shot is shot. I done shot my shot.
Hey, listen, man. You never know, man. You never know, man. You never know what can happen, man.
Yeah, that's true. Awesome, man.
Next time you're in Jersey, I'll let you rub elbows with it a little
bit. All right, folks, it's night time for Corey and the Sun there, the champ, Corey the champ. Yeah, Corey the champ. You sound like a WWE.
That's it. I'm gonna have to resurrect my belt.
That's right. Lego Master belt, baby. You already got one.
I already got one. Now I got match.
That's right. You gotta get an iceberg one.
Yeah, man. All
right, man. Congratulations to my boy, man. I'm ecstatic, man. And thanks for spending your time here on your podcast and sharing that story, man. Man. And I'm trying to get this up and running so we can share our story. But yeah, man, take that 2-week break, and we got the reward, man, and we'll pay it back to the community. You know, as soon as you come back from the 2-week break.
Oh yeah, absolutely, man. We know we're gonna have some more stuff to talk about, some more shenanigans. You already know that's what we do.
Oh yeah, we do that every day. All right, we out of here. Good night, America. Yeah.